Yo guys, what is up? It's your boy Rita here and welcome back to a brand new video. So anyways, my boys, in this video, right, I'm gonna go over what I like about Hunter, what got me into a Hunter, and pretty much Hunter DPS. I'm gonna talk about Hunter because I like being a Hunter. So anyways, right, when this game first came out, there was a total of 4 classes, 4 out of 5 classes. It was Hunter, Fighter, I think it was one of these gunners. I think it was Ranger and then Forcer. I don't think Gunner was there. Braver was there. Bouncer wasn't there. There was like 4 classes. So on Phantasy Storyline 2, I was a subclass. I was a subclass for Hunter, and I was a Bouncer main. So pretty much I decided to basically pick Hunter, and you know, just because they have a sword and it looks pretty cool. So anyways, right, even though they have high defense, Hunter has high defense and pretty much, you know, high HP, that doesn't make him actually overpowered. This makes him overpowered. So pretty much when you get pretty much hit by anything, you get reduced damage taken, and when you put your points into this, pretty much get it up to like 7 out of 10 or whatever, anything that hits you, you won't feel a thing. That didn't even hurt. Then you have Hunter Pays, right? Reduce damage taken and stops you from being, you know, airborne, launched, knocked down, and you know, you're a hard metal rock for 30 seconds. Nothing can push you down. You can just get up into enemy face and keep on attacking without being interrupted for 30 seconds. And when you combine this with Flash Guard, knowing that pretty much Flash Guard is always activated, it makes you really overpowered, but it doesn't stop there. Iron Rock, pretty much Iron Rock, this skill, right? No matter how many enemies attack you, your HP will always land to 1. It won't land to 0 and you won't just die. So when that skill will always be activated. The moment when you actually finally land to 1 HP, pretty much you heal yourself and you don't want to get hit for over 1 minute and 30 seconds. And if you do get hit, pretty much you will actually just die. But no matter what, you won't die. You will land on 1 HP. So it's impossible to land with a Hunter. So I first played a Hunter because like I want to play as a sword. But when you play as the sword, it's really slow. This is the charge attack. Each charge attack, it does take a lot of MP, to be honest. It does take a lot of MP, and it's really slow to move with it. But anyways, right, with the Hunter, right, their most hardest hit is pretty much is this skill. Pretty much you stay in one spot and do this pretty much attack, but you're vulnerable, and it's really slow. You hit really hard, so like each one of these attacks is like, it does multiple damage, it does multiple hits, but it's really slow though. So now we're gonna go on to the you know, the sword is hard hits, but you move slowly with it. So now we're gonna go with the Wild Lance, right? The Wire Lance. The Wire Lance is pretty much, it's like medium damage compared to the sword, but you swing it really fast though. So anyways, right, this weapon right here is pretty much a multiple damage weapon. Pretty much you damage all types of enemies like around you, and like compared to the sword, it's like a 1 enemy hit. No, it's like multiple hits, but like you gotta focus on 1 enemy though. With this weapon, you can actually focus on like multiple enemies that are around you, so you don't have to watch out for your surrounding. Most likely when I get surrounded, I like to do this move right here. It's really helpful for my surrounding. It's really helpful to get those enemies that's gonna keep on trying to, you know, get around me and stuff. It does multiple damage. but like it's not big compared to the sword. But like, you know, you get them little enemies that's all around you to, like, you know, not make your job, you know, a lot much harder. And I do want to say it's really fast to get your MP back with this weapon as well. So anyways, as for the spear is hard hit, but like much faster with the sword. But it's also like a one enemy kill at a time, like the sword. But anyways, right? First of all, the charge attacks is way much faster, and it does a bit amount of DPS. Like, it does a bit amount. So anyways, right? The cool thing about the spear, I'm not gonna lie, is that you have this side step, right? If any enemies hit this side step, you go into a shield. Like, no matter what, and you can spam this. You don't have to perfect block it, just spam it, and you just get into a shield right away. And it doesn't stop there. Whenever you do attack, and you activate the weapon action, you can also do like an extra attack forward, a stab forward. It always happens when you do a random attack. But it doesn't really stop there as well. If you hold down the weapon attack, you also do a cool charging thing that holds your spear. And if the enemy is really close to you, you do a little stabbing poke like this, but it's not really that, you know, good in range. So anyways, right? I do want to say hunters don't really have that great of DPS, right? But hold on, wait. I'm gonna get to that in a second. So anyways, right? I do want to say the spear is much better than the sword because it has really okay DPS and it's not that slow, and pretty much the wire lance, you know, it helps you to regenerate your MP really quick and fast, really back, and it helps to get multiple enemies. So pretty much, I decided to basically grab a weapon that can hit multiple enemies, and grab a weapon that can hit really hard, but hard-hitting targets, you know, like it's a one-man thing. So anyways, I combine those two together. The wire lance is gonna basically, you know, it's gonna get those enemies surrounding, and then pretty much if I need to basically, you know, avoid attacks, I could just spam this move. So anyways, right? The thing that makes Hunter overpowered in DPS is this one skill. It's this one skill, and let me just say, if it wasn't for this skill, like, listen to me, listen what I have to say. If it wasn't for this one skill, hunters would have crappy DPS. I do kind of want to say. People that play with the sword is truly amazing. I can't play with the sword; it's too slow for me. So you have this skill that pretty much, right? The thrusting javelin. Launch the weapon at a target after a thrust press, and hold the you know, the PA button and thrust until your MP is pretty much, you know, it pretty much runs out. So pretty much this skill is so overpowered. So first you use 25 MP when you activate the skill. Then after 3 seconds when activating, your MP doesn't run out until like 3 seconds later, and then it takes 1 MP at a time, right? So anyways, look at this skill. Here's the skill, right? 3 second pass, and it takes 1 MP per each second. So you're swinging this weapon like, I don't know, 100 times in like 10 seconds, 15 seconds. No, that's like 20 seconds. 15 seconds. It's really insane. So when you basically hit a weak spot, it does like 120 out of 180. This skill itself is truly amazing. It's truly amazing. So anyways, if you combine the hunter phase, and activate the skill, You pretty much you go up into people's face and activate the skill. It's truly overpowered. This skill right here, right? This skill right here helps me kill anything really quick and fast. And when I'm about like, when I have like 10 about, when I'm about to reach 10 MP left, what I like to do is I like to press the weapon action for like an extra hit. But this skill right here, I do want to say without this skill, Hunter would have good DPS, but like it's somewhere I do want to say like there's other weapons, like there's other weapons can, you know, out DPS a Hunter, but it like the Hunter DPS is somewhat alright, but this skill by itself, I do want to say that this is all we got. This skill right here is truly amazing, but even without it, even without this skill, we still got the charge attacks. Really does a lot, to be honest. The charge attacks also does a lot. But it's a bit slow when using it though. But if you don't combine the hunter phase, it pretty much is really hard to basically do it because no enemies don't want to stay still. But anyways, right, the last thing I want to basically talk about is pretty much is the Hunter Ultimate. The Hunter Ultimate. Alright, my boys. So anyways, right, I'm gonna show you the ultimate. The ultimate for sword, spear, and pretty much you know that wire lance. So anyways, you get a 2-hit move for the sword. It's like multiple damage though. It's like a down hit and a right slash. And it does way more damage compared to the wired lance. The wired lance does like really light attack, and well, it gets all the enemies around you, but you know, it's not really that, you know, strong compared to the, you know, the sword though. I really like the way how he holds his weapons. It's really cool. So anyways, so now for the spear, right? So anyways, the spear is like the best. It's like the best finisher. What is this? What is this thing called again? It's the best fall time blast compared to the other two. So you swing your weapon, and you do 3 hits, and then you do a charge attack into somebody's body, and after that charge attack, you leave a purple trail. And like that purple smoke trail, you could damage enemies. So pretty much here's the 3 hits. 1, 2, 3. Dash attack, 4th hit, and then the bomb behind. This hurts way more than the sword and pretty much whatchamacallit, the sword and the wild lance, you know, pretty much combined. The dash attack hits a lot, including the smoke as well, with the trail. And let me do it one more time. But anyways, in order to do the skill, you gotta be up into somebody's face. But let's say if the enemy wants to like jump back and move out your you won't be able to move until you could do the dash attack. Then you could just basically, you know, move into their direction. It's not really that far. Alright. One more time, right here. Alright, watch this. The range is actually kind of incredible. Oh, I really like this finisher. It's really, you know, dope. So anyways, I'm gonna end this video right here. I want to show you guys just a demonstration, you know, just for the fun of it. I like the hunter. The wild lance, and pretty much the hunter spear and the wild lance together is truly amazing. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy your day, and peace out, my boys. Enjoy your day. This is why I like the hunter class.